I just wanted to take a few minutes to have just 1 or 2 minutes, just reflect on what you saw, anything you heard, anything that you gained or didn't gain from this experience. Just share with the team what you saw and what you experienced.
I'll say something real quick.
Sure.
I spoke to a gentleman who was a Muslim in there, and I just want to say, after we prayed and everything, he said that his faith in Christianity was reaffirmed. You know, so
Amen.
just want to say that that power of prayer, you know, y'all know, you already know, it was real. It was real.
Amen.
Yeah.
It's real.
Anybody else?
I met a guy in there that, you know, we was the highlight of his day. You know, he said, I asked him what would he normally be doing right now. He said sleep. You know, so we really did uplift a lot of guys that was in there, and just the camaraderie that they had with us, and it was awesome for me.
One thing that I would like to see happen, Doc, is let's do this again. Rather than one time and out, they will be expecting us to come back, and I hope we will come back. Put it on the schedule.
I wanted to share a couple of things that I thought touched me. Some of the guys might remember we talked to one guy upstairs who was 6'9", had the fro, and he talked about how he played ball, and he talked about his brother was in the NFL, and he was talking to us for a while, right? Mm-hmm. When we went back to say bye to Miss Johnson, the nurses were saying that he goes weeks without talking to anybody.
Wow.
And they said they consider him somebody who does not talk, so they didn't know a lot about his life except for what was in his chart and in his file. But he was talking to us like he was talking, just like he's talking to his boys. And so I thought the difference that men make when they're present, I mean, I think we changed his entire life. They said he talked more today than they'd seen him talk all month.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And one of the nurses, I heard her talking, she wasn't talking to me, but she was talking to her other nurse friends. She said she hadn't seen this many men anywhere doing anything at one time.
Come on, man.
Just want to thank you all for putting this together, Bill, for your leadership. That's well, it's easy to say, but you all brought it. You all brought it in an area that's much needed. We all agree it's an area that was much needed. And so you did an excellent job of pulling all together, from the lanyards to the prayer to the setup. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that makes greater, but you know what? It's the kind of stuff that makes our community better, right? So that's the real deal right there. That's the real deal. That's what people need to understand. That's what they need to hear about.
As we lay our gifts on the counter, I felt the presence of God there. I thought about when we were in eternity, how we're going to lay our crowns down at Jesus' feet. I just felt the presence of God that was overwhelmed. Almost tears came to my eyes. It was the Spirit of God. This was in love. We've been doing this. This is worshiping God. You all have a series about worshiping.
Yeah.
We went there to worship today. To worship God. And it was true worship because the people believed, people received it well.
Yeah. Well said.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good.
Yes, sir.
Let me say one thing. This is what the Christian life is all about.
Yes.
These gentlemen that we saw and the ladies we saw today are the least of us. Imagine if you had to get up every morning and the best thing you can do is look at TV. You had nowhere to go. You couldn't go nowhere. And I talked to a couple of people, they hadn't seen relatives of theirs in years. In years. This is what it's all about. This is how we serve people. This is what it's all about. And I agree with John, we can't be a one-trick pony. We got to focus on this. And I can let you know this is where greater is going, and the greater men, this is where we've got to be. We've got to be in front of this. Because this is what life and this is what God is all about. Loving somebody you don't know. And the pride that gentleman said when he told us his brother played defensive end on the Dallas Cowboys in 1972, and guess what? He did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He did. But to find out that he had not been speaking to people, and we couldn't get away from him. He kept talking.
Chopping it up.
So this is what God wants us to be doing. So, gentlemen, thank you so much from the whole deacon team. Thank you for what you did today.
Amen. Amen.
Can I say something? I was talking to the staff there, and one lady said she ain't been to church in a while. And she said, we encouraged her to get active. you understand, in the church. And she said she gonna make time. And she said, where y'all located at? And I said, Tanny Hill. And she said, I'm not from Austin, but she said, I thank y'all for coming up because y'all made my day.
Amen.
Made it. So women are looking at us, man. You understand? Because like you said, they ain't seen many men at one time, you understand, unless they're at a game.
Yeah.
But doing the work of the kingdom, that's what women are looking for, kingdom men.
I think also what's important is just the life lesson that we saw today, especially for the young people that are here. But for the grace of God, go I. Everybody there had a story. Nobody probably ever thought this is where they'd end up. The man we talked about, the basketball player from Galveston, 67 years old. Guys, I'm 55. He's only 12 years. I thought he was going to be like in his 80s. I mean, there's just no telling. Everybody's got a story and everybody's got a journey. Just respect. I came in not knowing what to expect. You know, you have this mindset of people in a nursing home are either were on drugs or they got in trouble with the law or, disowned by their families, but they were just regular people. That's one thing I took away personally from me is that don't judge people by where they live or where they take domestic up at. And so I think, once again, it's a reminder that, that we make, for the young people, make good decisions. Not that that's not a bad place to end up, but like you said, if your only goal each day is to get up and watch TV, that's not what really God wants you. That's how you're going to impact people. So hopefully that's the takeaway for all of us, but especially for the young ones, is listen to God and make good decisions in your life, because decisions are what kind of decide where you're going to be later in life. And I am thankful for the circle of men who went out there and just really shared, just connecting. I talked about it with Doc, just connecting, being there. Sometimes people aren't going to talk. Just you being there and either listening or sitting next to them is a blessing to them. Sometimes we feel like we have to expound upon verses or here's my testimony or we got to talk. Sometimes just being there and just listening to somebody is all they want. There's some lonely people there, and I think we definitely ministered to them today. So I appreciate you putting this together.